Hello everybody out there on YouTube land, my name is Dan Chaos, and welcome to this war of mine. I'm kidding. Well, sort of. As you might have determined from my tone at the beginning, this is going to be a slower paced game. It's a somewhat procedurally generated game about war. You don't know where it is, you don't know when it is, but you know that it sucks, as you might infer from the bottom right corner. There. Need I say more? Anyway, if this game isn't your type of game, then be sure to look at my channel for all sorts of other stuff. But until then, we are going to write our own story. It's been quite a while since I played this game, but when I first played it, everything was a mystery to me. Not just the mechanics, but there are certain things that will occur in this game. There will be a certain number of days that the war will be going on, and at some point crime will also be elevated and winter will arrive. So it's all about collecting enough resources and managing your time. The resources, as I have experienced, do not respawn, so you are stuck collecting what you can where you can, and the locations change. These are the 4 people that I selected, and because it's this war of mine, the little ones, I picked a little girl to join us. And she misses playing with her friends. I'm not sure if I should try to do voices for this. I really enjoy the art style of this game. It's got a stencil, pencilized effect to it. Now, everyone can be doing different things. I picked... Oh yeah, our things. I had him searching upstairs. I should just... Alright, basically everything I pick up here will just stay here. Anything I pick out into the open is left to an inventory. So I've got to manage my resources and manage my space. Which is why I picked Marco, because he's fast and he has the largest inventory. I forget why I picked everyone else, but this is who we have to work with. I am going to spend my first day, as you can see time is ticking by, scavenging. Alright. And this apartment complex worked out well for me before. So I guess I just reloaded a game. Not reloaded a game, but I reloaded a saved layout. So this is a familiar location with familiar people I've worked with before. Some things take more time than others, which is a good reason to build a freaking shovel. But we don't have that. What we do have is a broken down apartment near, well, a Ferris wheel. There were different locations that you could choose. I forget how to talk. Let's talk. Aw. Was she crying? Aw, we all have something in our eye. Once in a while. You better tell her a story before bed. I'm gonna hold you up to that. I should probably not get too involved in the conversation because I am on a clock. And I've got to finish exploring these few rooms and then get set up. I'm gonna need water filtration, and we're gonna need a stove for cooking. And if only I had some kind of shovel. We're gonna need a workbench too. I can end the day early, but I haven't barely enough time as it is. Cool, you dug through. Let's see what else you can find. All ours. So yeah, none of the resources respawn, and the locations tend to change, depending on if snowfall has disrupted our ability to travel there, or if there's an increased level of war that's preventing safe travel, which I find to be pretty cool. Because even though I am attempting to control some of the aspects of this playthrough, there are still a whole bunch of random things that could happen. First and foremost, we may not make it out of this war at all. That's a possibility. You can only have a maximum of 4 characters, which is why I picked 4 characters, because I don't trust myself accepting any new people. I had a rough experience accepting a stranger. They worked out sort of well, except for they were sick all the time, and they ended up taking our stuff and running away. And yes, there is a bomb in the middle of our living room. That's just one of the fallouts of war. And like with, say, Fallout Shelter, which I found out recently had the ability, there will be a travel system in this game. Can I get you to... Yeah, you gotta know. The children, technically are more of a hindrance when you add them into the game because they can't do anything. So I'm actually just accepting a responsibility for another life without them being that much of a use. But I think it adds to the experience, you know, that none of us know each other, but we're all trying to take care of each other. And just trying to take care of a child is an extra responsibility that we put on ourselves, and it shows the level of morality that these characters have. I don't know if I'm reaching, but the fact that there's a loose story here, and there's stuff I can ad-lib and sort of fill up the blanks with, which is also a good thing. At least for me. Oh, Marco, you were done? Goodness, I forget how to make stuff already. Oh, here we go. I forgot we're already set up with a workbench. So, can we make anything already? We're gonna need like 4 beds. Consumables are for the machines that produce water and alcohol and stuff. I never bothered with the alcohol and cigarettes. I'm not even sure if any of the people I've collected for this journey have any such addictions. But a radio is very important because not only does it provide a little bit of music, it is also how we're going to be able to hear news and know when it's safe and stuff like that. I mean, the war's got to end sometime, right? Where do I want to put it? A nice central location should work. Everybody should be able to hear it. Ooh, that's some morbid questions, little girl. They probably left once the war started. But that's the big word coming. That's the ambiguity of this game that I kind of like. The fact that you don't know when this takes place or where. And technology is just old-fashioned enough that it could kind of be set in any era. You know, either a modern place with poverty where they have to use this older tech, or could actually be set in the past. We don't really know. Alright, little girl, you have done nothing. Alright, day 1. The rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. So yeah, I gotta stay away from areas that have soldiers. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see, despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pogorin, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. So this is either the plot of Star Wars or just a Middle Eastern war. I'm not even sure if Pogorin is a real world area. I know it's probably a Pokemon. The upcoming days should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. The weather is the most important station to be tuned into, because it'll let you know when winter is coming. And when that happens, we're going to lose locations to be able to travel. I'm going to leave it on music just so that it lifts our spirits. What's this? Alright. Let me see. You're still digging. Oh, I forget when the day ends. I need to hurry up, because I need to go ahead and build a bed. I'm trying to be as indoors as possible, so I'll go ahead and place it here. And that means the night. Alright, I tried to place a bed. If I don't have enough beds, people are not going to get good enough sleep. And, well, here's where I assign people. I always go, will try to always go, with scavenging to Marco, because he has a 15 slot inventory. And we will always need someone to stay awake. Because there are chances, especially as the crime rate goes up, that we could get our house broken into. So I'm gonna go and put Slata on guard. I'm gonna go back and forth between Katya and Slata usually. As for locations, our shelter is down here, which means we've got the shelled cottage, an abandoned cottage, and the ruined block of flats. So you can definitely tell this is a European area. I'm going to go with the shelled cottage because it's the closest. As for preparing, I will waste one space with a lockpick, but that's it. The house is still burning. Is it safe to go inside? We kind of have to. There's also an interesting audio mechanic to this game. That anything that makes sound will make little ripples on the screen, which is pretty cool. I'm just pressing X on everything. I'll worry about inventory later. I can make one trip for the night. Oh, look at all this stuff. Good thing it stacks. Sweet mamma flapjacks. Now, I don't remember. Sometimes it changes, but I don't think in this first area there was anyone in the house. So we're just going to have to search before it gets destroyed. He commented that, oh, food is very important. I'm going to leave the lockpick. I can probably come back for it later. He commented that the house looked like it was still burning, which means this was a fresh bombing, which means there's stuff still here to be had. And I'm going to leave behind... Food is important, as one might guess. I'm going to leave some of this behind. But this is a very good starting point. And also, I can switch between toggle and combat mode. So I'm going to stay with scavenging. The red is probably, yeah, just a rat. But there's a lot of stuff here. We're going to have to come back. Also, I only have a certain amount of time before I must return home. Or I could risk not coming back at all. And I just now noticed that body hanging out the window. God rest your soul, man. Day 2. Yes, medical supplies and food are a very important thing. Really fine stuff. What a night. And the night was calm, thankfully. I searched for supplies and brought back a whole bunch of stuff. I built a lot of... Not built, but I brought a lot of stuff that's good for mechanical use. I'm glad you're back. What did you bring? I go with the British voice all the time. I brought back food. But I'm not going to hand you any yet. Want to play a clapping game? Oh, I'm going to let them play. I can't get too attached to playing voices and stuff because I've only got a certain amount of time each day. What I do know is that did no one finish the bed? Oh, oops. I was sending the little girl off to play IKEA. But no. You finish up the bed. I guess you're finished talking. I know you're tired, but I'm gonna have you do some digging. Not that you're a detective or anything. The radio doesn't change all that often. But it is a good idea to just keep track. Stuff that needs to be built. I know we could build some barricades. Simple heater will be very important for when winter arrives. A crude stove, good for cooking. I think we should go ahead and build that in the kitchen. Because otherwise we'll be forced to eat the raw meat. That's not good. Alright, we've gotten one bed. And she's slightly wounded. What happened? I hope that doesn't get any worse. Otherwise, we're going to have to find a location for medication. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Set up another bed. Let's see. Marco... I need to make you a shovel, probably. And let's see. She's hungry, hungry, hungry. Slept poorly, hungry. Yeah, everyone slept pretty poorly because they didn't have that set up. Not sure who's the best cook out of the group, but I'm gonna go ahead and have you make something. We're gonna need to use fuel. Okay, no, I should be making it out of freaking wood. I could also teach this, which is a good idea. Alright, you're building a second bed. Gosh, I gotta get back into this so I manage my time wisely. Yep, I learned how to use a chair again. Alright. The valuable stuff will be good for when merchants come to the door. No, that's the exit. Alright, now that I've made enough fuel and taught how to make fuel, it's time to cook a couple meals. It's okay. I like to feed my folks every other day just to keep the resources managed. And for you, no veg, get back here. You should eat a bowl of soup too. Or a hubcap full of soup. Alright. And components needed. Alright, I made a clean water supply, which will come in handy. But I think I'm gonna just keep heading back to that same old house. Or the same doorway. Come on, Marco, get your stuff together. Alright, you go play. Aw, she's drawing. And creepily singing. I'm gonna see if Marco could cook any better. Probably not. I've got 2 more mouths to feed, so I better hurry up and cook dinner. Oh, I need water to make the frickin' soup. Oh, that means... oh, you're gonna have to eat some raw food, Marco. I don't think it hurts anybody, but you get less nutrition that way. He's still hungry. And Zlata, you are also hungry, so I'll get you a little bit. You want to be a sniper. 1 shot, 1 kill. Ooh, well, yeah, you're right, Zlata. You should never say you want to be in war. No, but Zlata. She needs to eat. Okie dokie. I'm gonna have a piece of what looks like saltwater taffy, but it's probably raw drumstick. Yeah, too bad it isn't cooked. The next run, which will take place in an hour, will probably have to be for food. Marco, I should have had you sleeping. Oh, you still got time if you don't screw up with the stairs. Come on. I gotta get you into bed so you have a little bit of a nap. Because you're the main person I want to take out exploring. You can't spelunk if you're still in your bunk. You know, I think what I love the most about this game is that it teaches perspective. It doesn't matter if this is World War II, or the Gulf War, or Civil War. War never changes. And it's the people that are affected most by it. The everyday people that suffer for it. It doesn't matter what your political opinions are, or what resources you're after. It hurts the everyday people. And that's something that, you know, when you hear, oh, there's a war going on over there, or across the sea, or right around the neighborhood, or in the neighborhood. You don't think of it in the scale that the people like this, like these people, are living it. You know? I'm not sure where I'm trying to get at with this, besides the fact that I need to finally use that lockpick. But it's the small, everyday man that we're trying to protect, and it's the small, everyday man, woman, child that we neglect when we start wars. They have more consequences. What's this? One of the flyers dropped to the city. It reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and for your family's safety, leave Pogarin immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage." Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed. See, there's a point. Some people aren't even able to leave in times of wars. They have to stay. And they're treated as enemies just because there's a military overhaul in the neighborhood. The military's needs come first, and it's, you know, needs of the many, few, all that jazz. I can make weapons with these. I've got a whole bunch of water, which is what I needed. And I got a little bit of food. There's still a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to come back here for a few more days. There's some other areas that opened up, but I don't want to, you know... This is a guaranteed area full of treasures. Why would I pass that up? Let's go home. Day 3. You're probably really exhausted now. The night was calm, and we brought a whole bunch of stuff back. And of course, Kalina is going to talk to you. You're still slightly wounded and recovering. You're hungry and tired. But don't worry, we have the ability to food now. We can food all up in this piece. But, just like with... Is there a body in that bathroom? Oh my... Why haven't we moved him? No proper burials here. But yeah, much like how we raid other places, we ourselves can be raided. So it's probably within our best interests if I also find locations in our little metropolis that need to be boarded up. Just to make this place a little bit safer. And I also need to make a gun. I got some parts, I don't know if that's enough. I'll let you two have a conversation. Hungry, tired. It's going to be hard to keep track of who I fed well and who I haven't fed well enough. It's the biggest bug on the earth. That's me. Alright, a metal workbench would be nice. And I'll need that for collecting rainwater. Managing resources. It's the name of this game in particular. I need to make a third bed. I'm going to go ahead and make this elevated workshop. I'll just put it there. Just so that I have more options. Alright, Marco. You need to not talk no more. You have done a lot. You need to go straight to bed, mister. Where did I put one of those beds? Upstairs? Yeah. Let's go. You're very tired too. But basically everyone is going to be some level of hungry for probably the entirety of this game. As long as no one gets sick. Oh, we got someone at the door. For the most part, I'm not running... I can't say for the most... I have never run into any negative opposition at our front door. It's usually a vendor or someone in need of help. Why are you out racing me? Get back here, Kalina. Hello? Haha! Cool, I've won the sweepstakes. Let's make a deal. Alright. What do you got? Good to see you again, Franco. James Franco? Alright. Piece of jewelry. Valuable bartering. Canned food. Show me some more. Never! There's so much to be had from you. But I need pretty much everything that I have. Herbs. Can make medication and roll up cigarettes. Medication would be handy. Do you think I could sell you the fresh tomato? No? Oh, some components. Said let's make a deal. Essential for fermentation. I'm not going to be making alcohol, so I guess I can give you some sugar. I'm trying harder. Come on, don't be stingy. Well, I know I could get more materials, so fine, we have a deal. 3 cans of food. Yeah, I know you have more, but I don't have any time for you. The cans of food will be instant meals for people. That's handy. Katya, I know you're tired, but I'm gonna need you to make not one more trip downstairs. Quit doing stuff like that. Oh, come on. I know you're tired. Let's get upstairs. Maybe I could teach my little girl. She's everybody's little girl in this game. And maybe I could teach her how to make stuff so she can be more handy. I'm gonna make a 3rd bed. And I'll set that upstairs. Alright, you sleep away, Marco. And I want you to recover, Zlata, so that's why I got Katya doing everything. But she is tired because she was on guard duty all night. I think for the most part, I'm only going to feed them when they say very hungry. Otherwise, I'm not going to manage my food very well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have you lay down too. Because you're the most, you seem to be the most tired. Zlata, you are not tired anymore. So I'm going to have you do some work. Yeah, I know I have just woken up. But I can't. I've got work. There's a door. Help Pogren. Help everyone. Oh, you're over there? Well, this is as down as we get. Let's look the place over some more. One of the more handy things we can build is a crowbar. But I kind of need to arm my people. So I'm going to hold off on that. What's left to build that's of some importance. A never-ending source of fun. Alright. I'm going to build her a swing set. Yeah, it'll look good in this creepy room right here. Well, at least Katya and Marco are getting their sleep. And I wish you would leave our door already. Quit knocking. Time to check on the water situation. We don't have any. Okay. I think I've got enough time to run over and make one component to fill up in the water thing. If I can remember where I'm placing everything. One of these. Sounds like Kalina is at least enjoying the swing set. And Marco, you're up. You're actually closer to where I need to be, so I'm gonna borrow you. No, I'm Katya again. Oh well. Where's the water? Water source. Water source! Alright, we're heading back to this shelled squalor for a 3rd time. No one here, so I'm not going to worry about my noise pollution. This will be good to sell unless I find something better here. But this may or may not be the last time I come to this location, because I gotta spread my wings and eat up some time digging through the dirt. But that's how we find stuff. Oh, I couldn't make you a shovel, Marco. You know that. Why can't you just climb over it? Oh well. Take a look at this beautiful night sky. And there's stuff in the basement I could check too. Finally. Anything here? Hope so. Oh, yeah, there is. Teddy bear. Oh, we'll take all of it. Thank you. And a way to the exit. Useful. Let's check the basement. Oh, more garbage. And a bunch of wood. So handy. I'll put away the sugar. Because wood is a very useful resource simply because it's so consumable. Gotta use it for cooking, gotta use it for water filtration for some odd reason. I don't know, I've never had a water filter. I forget how many hours I have until I have to leave. I think I have to leave before morning. Otherwise, it's stipulated, it's hinted at that, you know, your character got into a little bit of trouble or something and you didn't make it back home. I've only had that happen a few times. Sometimes they've been hurt, maybe, but really it's just you lose a person from working at the house for that day, which can be detrimental since we're always on a time crunch. All that work for a locked door. Why didn't I bring my keyblade with me? But if you're not careful, even though this is just a fictional world, it can get a little bit depressing. For the fact that, you know, this whole situation is depressing. You just got 4 strangers trying to survive together in the apocalypse. I can't say it's an apocalypse because I just don't know. But it is a difficult situation. And I don't need all this right now. Tobacco and whatnot. Not important. You may say the teddy bear is not important. The teddy bear isn't even for the kid. It's just for bargaining. Oh, so much stuff. Ditch the coffee beans. And I'll get 4 of these components. Oh well, time to set this for autopilot and head back home. Shortcut. Oh, what a night. Found plenty of stuff. And the night was calm to boot. I think that's a good place to leave it. We've managed to survive 3 whole days together, but everyone's probably pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have to cook up a mess of victuals before getting anything else done. We gotta board this place up before Crime Alley becomes Crime Central to this entire cityscape. But yeah, let me know what you think about this game. I personally liked it. I had questions about what it was in the beginning, but it's really like a living testament to the perspectives of war that not a lot of people think about. There's wars going on right now. There's always wars going on right now, but you think too much about the soldiers in the trenches and the big picture of who's it about, why it's about, and you forget about the humanity that's getting trapped in all of it. And that's something that this game does right. It makes you feel sad to be here. That's kind of the point. And I hope my Let's Play doesn't make you sad to be here, because that's not my point. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to see. And I'll see all you dudes in the next one. Bye.